The Steelers. The Pittsburgh Steelers. Maybe 5 games a season. Period. Maybe 5. They play in a division that they should win every year. It makes 0 sense to me and everyone else involved that the Steelers would be in a situation that they're in. Out the playoff. Makes no sense to me. Makes no sense to the world. And because of it, a lot of people are made to suffer. Mike Tomlin has been dealing with this problem for 2 years. Last year, Antonio Brown started to show his disdain for Ben Roethlisberger, who had a tough season last year. But he managed to get so many targets per game. Normally when you see a wide receiver complain, it's because they're not getting targets in a game. When you're the number 1 receiver, you get targets when defenses are setting traps and they're eyeing you as a number 1 threat. You know, these defenses are not designed to let you tear up the league every week. There's some defensive coordinators You see what I'm saying? These defensive coordinators out here, they're not out here to let you tear up the league. That's not their job. They don't get paid. They got a job to do. They see you number 1 on the chart for the person who gets the ball. So that's the job. That's the assignment. Stop you. Now, last year, same stunt, complaining after a game, doing his Odell Beckham. Then he has the incident where he's recording Mike Tomlin because he's trying to do something for an endorsement for Facebook. Once again, putting himself before the team. They have a talk, and things get straightened out. Roethlisberger had a conversation with Tomlin about you need to get him in check or get him in line. You know, you need to have a conversation with him because all of these things supposed to happen in-house. That's how the Steelers organization was ran. Brown was taking things outside of the fact. So Big Ben and Brown had an in-house discussion with the coach. They kept it in-house. They kept it orderly in here. But they had a conversation, and he said, when we go over the film, if there's something I miss, I'll apologize to you for it. But let's go do it in the film room, is what Big Ben said. Ben said, I'll own up to everything if it's on the film. Let's go look at the film. And when we see the play that's called, if I made the wrong read, I'll apologize. They said, oh, you my brother, I love you, and everything was good. He made sure that Antonio Brown got targets. Big Ben has stood by the coach. He stood by the coach last year when it was time for the flag incident. They all stood up for the coach and did everything they wanted to do by the coach. Now, here's where my problem lies. This isn't a black thing. This isn't a white thing. This is about a spoiled receiver and a bad teammate. He thinks because he's super talented and he performs very well on the field that, hey, I'm special. I'm more special than everybody else here. And they say Big Ben needs to take more blame. Well, he's done that. Big Ben has taken the blame constantly. He is the first to blame himself. And he was like, if I have any more games like this, when he have his bad games, he'll say, look, if I have any more games like this, I might be retiring next year. But let's be honest. Ben Roethlisberger was put in a bad situation because in-house, he gives everything up to the coach and say, you deal with Antonio Brown. I deal with everything else on here. We're not going to argue. We're on the court. We'll do this. Anything else, we'll handle watching the film. This is not about that. This is about Juju. Juju is killing this year. He's getting all the big plays. He's getting all the praise, all the cheers in Pittsburgh. Meanwhile, Antonio Brown is still having a good year. But his numbers ain't what Juju's is. Juju's looking more like the number one now. Because the defense is still focused on him. So the defense is still focused on you. Right? The defense is still focused on Antonio Brown, that Juju is able to shine. And he don't like that. He thinks the party should be more about him. So if he wants to play, and here's the thing, how many Super Bowls have they won since they had him on the team? How many Super Bowls they won since they've had Antonio Brown? Exactly. They won 0. Le'Veon Bell, same thing. These two players were poisoned. Antonio Brown poisoned Le'Veon Bell's brains. We're the ones running the team. We're the stars. Le'Veon Bell didn't even come in and get his franchise tag money. Oh well. Ship him out. And I don't agree with that. Antonio Brown is making the black coach look bad. Now, it's not a lot of us now, but for black men, we should know we shouldn't be doing this to the black coach. Man, it ain't got nothing to do with black, period. This got something to do with the team, period. You don't do this to the team. I don't care if he black, green, orange, or whatever. You don't do this. It ain't got nothing to do with the brother doing that. He's sandbagging his own teammates because it's all about him. He's selfish. He's the prime example of what a selfish player is. It's him. And they should trade him. Let him go somewhere where he can go and go to Cleveland. You can get your stats up. He can get you a whole bunch of touchdowns. You can get all your yards. You could do your dancing. You could celebrate, get your Facebook videos on. But when the Super Bowl come on, make sure you got a good seat because you won't be in it. You won't be in it. I was saying send him to Green Bay because I already know him and Sharon, what's his name, Rodgers wouldn't get along. Him and Sharon Rodgers wouldn't get along at all. Do you know why? Because they already look at him as a problem receiver. The Warriors lost. They lost to Houston? I'm shocked about that. Man, I just got back in the house. And y'all done gave me the bad news. Ain't no need of me watching the game. I saw Rivers got hurt, and I'm like, man, they just picked him up. Brown is a prima donna, and I hate these guys. They so talented, but they look at the stats. They look at people like Odell Beckham Jr. get spoiled, and I blame the league for this. If they didn't make such a big deal over Odell Beckham's catch over Dallas in a game in which he didn't even finish because he got hurt, later on in that same game, they lost the game, but the catch, the Odell Beckham catch, oh my God, he practiced those. He does those every practice. So how is it spectacular if he does it in the game? He does it in practice. He was doing it in college. He was in LSU doing plays like that. I'm like, my gosh. So, Odell Beckham, Brown, these guys are friends. All this fraternizing that goes on now. Social media buddies. Friends. And these friends went ahead and decided to do something together. That's what they did as friends. And they end up torpedoing Bell and Brown. Both of them dudes were like this, sticking together, ready to sink the whole organization for no reason. The Steelers would be so much better without Brown. They got a replacement for Bell already. They can get a couple of solid backs. And Juju's your number one. Get you another receiver in there. Pick him up in the free agency and get Brown out of there. I mean, because it's like this. What are you getting from him? You're not winning the Super Bowl. Y'all goal is to win the Super Bowl every year. You're not going to win with Brown. He's already proven that. All he gonna do is win you a couple of games, get you in the playoffs, and lose. And he's gonna cry about it. Odell Beckham Jr. What has he done for the New York Giants? Got him in the playoffs and choked. Bell is not the reason they didn't make the playoffs. Bell chose not to be there. He got franchise tagged. If he got a problem with the fact that they didn't want to pay him, they legally franchised him, be mad at the NFL. Okay, that's an NFL problem. You see what I'm saying? That is an NFL problem. If you have a problem with franchise tagging, you should take that up with the league. Your agent knows that that's a rule. It didn't just get sprung on you about franchise tagging. Talk to your union, get everybody up and say, look, we got to do something about this franchise tag. Because we saw what happened in Seattle. Players up for a big contract, he gets hurt, they franchise tag him, and he gets hurt. He wanted to get paid. Seattle said, no, we ain't going to pay you. He gets hurt. Right? Now, everybody's like, see, now he got hurt. I'm like, look, they should have paid him. I'm like, no, they did the right thing. So they were supposed to pay him. He gets hurt, and they got to pay him to sit at home? No. They paid him enough for the season, saying we don't trust you. You basically injury prone. So we're not going to give you this. Put our team's money into you. We're going to franchise tag you because we can. If you stay healthy enough, we'll have the option to sign you and everything else. He was like, screw that. I'm going to get my money. I'm going to do my franchise tag. I'm going to come back and play. And then that's that. Bell didn't want to do that because Bell like, if I get hurt, then next year I'm out. Well, you don't get your franchise tag money? Let's see what team pick up Bell next year, who had a whole year off. So now will he be the same explosive Bell he was before? We have to wait and see. Oh, Big Ben ain't finna get into no war of words with Antonio Brown. Big Ben is still deciding really if he's coming back next year. They like Tomlin's on the hot seat. For what? Pittsburgh is a team that's not very fond with changing coaches. Period. This guy was handpicked by Mike Tomlin. By Cowher when he left, saying, no, this is your coach. Before that, it was Chuck Noll. They've had 3 coaches in probably 60 years in the Pittsburgh Steelers organization. They're not keen to just up and firing a coach. Plus, he didn't win a Super Bowl. Relax. Okay? Relax. Well, it's not just that. It's a lot of things going on out here. And one of the main things that's going on is these overprivileged athletes. Because of social media and everybody hyping them up on these sports shows, now there's no more like journalism. Like I told you, it's just all people doing puffed up, opinionated shows. But they love to talk about, you just giving out opinions talking about their facts. Everybody on ESPN is giving you an opinion. Biased opinion, might I add. Giving you false facts every day about this bum LeBron, but you eat that up because it's on your television screen. If I was on the television screen saying the same thing that they're saying out there on TV in the syndicated show, you'd be sitting over there, man, that Carcino right. Because he on ESPN. Look, playtime's over. Okay? They did what they were supposed to do for Dallas. They got them in the playoffs at home. They got Jerry his money. Jerry can stop crying now. He put those commercials into Dak. They got in the playoffs. Now they won and done. Now Seattle's finna give them the kiss of death. Sierra knows how to get rid of them. Well, I'm the truth center. That's more accurate. Now, did Ben Roethlisberger miss Brown probably on a couple of plays? Yes. But when a guy have over double-digit targets in a game and averages that, you shouldn't be talking. If you had like maybe 3 targets in the game and you're number 1 and you felt there was some open opportunities, first you should keep it in-house. And then if something ain't getting addressed, then you go public. But you don't ever go out on your own. It's disrespectful to the coach. It's disrespectful to the team. It don't matter that Mike Tomlin's black. That don't mean anything. It's disrespectful, period. If that coach was white, you wouldn't do it. You don't do it to the team. It's a team thing. It's disrespectful. But when you are a self-centered, overprivileged coach, scapegoat, nobody's blaming him. Did anybody come out and blame Antonio Brown? No, Antonio Brown came out and opened his mouth and exposed himself. Trying to say, oh, well, Ben Roethlisberger's been kind of pointing the direction towards Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown has been dumping on Big Ben all season long. He did it last year. No, they don't get along. And I wouldn't get along with him either. I don't want to get along with nobody who's not engaged into winning. Like what they said, I want winners. Can't do it. Get Mike Singletary in there. Can't win with him. I can't do it. I want winners. He's got to go. Well, he didn't realize it let him go over to Cleveland. Let's see how good you really are, Brown. Browns worked the first round pick. So he wants to go. Let's try to trade him. Let's try to make him happy. Get Antonio Brown up out of there. I mean, he's only missed like 3 games. He's been very durable. He's been paid money. So what is your problem? You done put up over 100 catches probably like 6 times. And Big Ben has thrown all of them. See, sometimes these overprivileged, they think it's all them. Give him to Cleveland. Trade him out the division. When you barely get to see him ever again. I would trade him to the Arizona Cardinals and be like, go ahead, get your stats on. We don't need you. By the way, don't forget to click the link in the description box, and you can make your donation to the page. That's our super chat. You can leave me a message there. I created that for you guys. So definitely use it. Thank you. Well, Brown has more natural abilities than Thielen. Thielen has to work a little bit harder. I love the Steelers. Steelers is a great team. I was at the Super Bowl, remember? I was invited in the Steeler house where all the fans were. Steeler fans, there's something else. Let's see you say that after Sunday. I just hate the way he did that to his coach. Because that's the thing. He would have never done that. He would have done that to the team. I just don't like that kind of behavior. I don't champion that at all, man. I really don't. I don't champion that type of stuff at all. Whew. He didn't care. He glad they talking about him on Undisputed in these shows. He went on there to meet them face to face. Because he wants to be a star. Santonio Holmes, they got rid of him. He got cute. He caught the pass in the Super Bowl and he got real cute. And they said, "Oh, you really think so, Santonio Holmes? Okay, trade him out." You see, everything works when you get these super privileged players and they think it's all about them. Get him out. As you can see, in New England, they don't have this problem. Because they have no problem kicking your butt out of New England. We didn't win, you gone. They do everybody dirty in New England. We didn't win. You gone. The coach tried to get rid of Brady and bring in the new guy. We got to start grooming him. He's ready to play now. Brady going to play probably one more year. But Tom, like, I'll play when I'm going to play till I leave. And Robert Kraft is, why would we think about getting rid of Tom Brady? You want to bring in Garoppolo, Jimmy G, and where he at right now on a slab? Yeah, they were so anxious to prove them right about Tom, though, wasn't they? Traded away all Tom's team. Nobody mentions that Tom Brady got basically a whole new receiving core on his team every year. He's thrown the ball to the most different receivers out of all these guys that played together. Yeah, that's the coach. Well, here's the thing. Foles is injured, and he's going to be playing hurt. That's not going to be good for them. Not going to be good for the Eagles. Alshon Jeffries, who used to play for the Bears, he think he's going to roll over on the Bears. It's not going to be easy for him. Not going to be easy. Now, Philly's defense has been decent in the last couple of weeks, but it's a whole different type of team. They're not designed to stop the Chicago Bears. Okay, well, Foles gonna have to be your guy again this week, because it's gonna be nice and ready to go in Chicago. We got the craziest fans in the world. Believe me, Eagle fans are gonna be getting beat up all throughout this game. Nah, then he gonna be going at it with Cam. He ain't getting enough touches. Wherever he go, it's going to be about him being a star. See, people going to realize that the problem is Antonio Brown. He's a problem. Odell Beckham Jr., they're problems. They want to be stars because everybody else have made them stars. He sees Odell Beckham Jr. getting these commercials. He got the richest contract basically in football. No receiver has a bigger contract than Odell Beckham Jr. Why? Because he throws tantrums on the sideline. He gets the highlights. He might have one game he goes off, but then the team will lose. So what is he really doing? I did my job. Hey, that's all I could do for the team. And they try to get him to say something stupid, but he normally does that anyway. Celebrity parties, hanging with Drake. So it's all a dog and pony show, but other receivers look at it and they go, see, that's how you get your money. If I just stay here quiet and keep my mouth shut and my helmet on and do my job, they don't care about me. And they like, well, your numbers ain't what backs it up. But now that he got all this appeal, he's getting all this endorsement monies and trying to get it revenue from here and over there and over here. He ain't thinking about winning. See, That's all I want to hear from people is winning. Are we going to talk about winning? And if we're not talking about winning, then what the heck are we talking for? Somebody went and made a fake account. Somebody went and made a fake account for 6ix9ine's baby mom. Talk about how handsome. Dude, you are out of pocket for that one. Out of pocket. No, it's me, baby. Man, what people would stoop to on YouTube is unbelievable. Some guy come in here with some crazy name. It's really her. It ain't even really you, dude. Some fake name. It's like somebody just went across the keyboard. It's really her. I'm like, dog, it ain't even really you. Who are you? Oh man, this is funny. Catfish. Yeah, but it's got to actually... See, that's the thing about the catfish. If it's the catfish, you got to actually make sure it's something that's believable. No, how about this? Why don't you DM me? No, let me stop that. That's Sarah J. Oh, God. No, I meant the real Sarah, not you. I don't want to see you in the DM. Oh, man. I know Ben and Tom Brady trying to see which one gonna go first. You go. No, I'm out last Tom. He's like, no, Ben's still playing. I'm playing. They both using each other as an excuse. Now we got a fake Funk Flex. They all lining up. I mean, that's the thing. See, that's the thing. Tom Brady. You see, that's the thing about Tom Brady. They never give Tom Brady what he wants or what he needs. Tom Brady wanted a tall target to throw the ball to. They haven't even given him that. Every time, as soon as he got a tall target, that guy want to smoke weed. He can't stay off the dro. Now imagine if this dude could actually play football. You know how many balls that guy dropped playing with Brady? They was like, we got another Randy Moss. I'm like, look, this Gordon guy is not it at all. Everybody like, man, we got to get him help. Man, this kid does not need football. We didn't give him. Look, get that boy off the field. Get him in a rehab facility. But he can't be on New England. He got to go. Yeah, well, he got his opportunities. He can't never say the NFL didn't give him a shot. Yeah, sure thing, Mr. Flex. Just make sure you stay over there and do it. I tell you what, Sarah, you go live and say my name. That's what you do. Yes, that was ridiculous. What name you want me to say? It's the name you know me by. Carcino. Once I see you go live on your IG and you say my name, then we move forward. Hey, thanks for the donation, Mr. Emoji. What age is consent in Chicago? Whatever it is, it ain't R. Kelly. Whatever, you gotta ask R. Kelly for that. R. Kelly planning a lawsuit. He finna sue everybody. You see, because here's the thing. They're trying to do all this to take down R. Kelly now. It's done. The statute of limitation had passed on all this stuff. The time to get R. Kelly was years ago. Now, he ain't did nothing. And they just trying to make him guilty by public opinion because they don't like him no more. Why you like them then? Why were y'all doing songs with him then? Y'all was stepping to the name of love. Chocolate factories. Every time he got a new lawsuit, it come a new album. Man, that R. Kelly, I know, man, I heard about the underage girl, but man, trapped in the closet, though? That's my thing. So everybody in the city, in here, y'all all turned a blind eye to it. Then now he's doing everything legally. Legally. They are legally of age. Staying there on their own recognizance. And y'all mad. He holding them hostage. I'm like, look, if they stupid enough to go over there and live with R. Kelly and go through all that, and they're of legal age, I can't do nothing about it. The parents can't do nothing about it. They are legally not responsible for them anymore. They are 18 years of age. He's not holding them against their will. If they want to leave, they can leave. Bye-bye. But the time to get R. Kelly when he was guilty, when he was dead to rights, y'all didn't want to get him. Y'all was too busy stepping to the name of love. Had the tape of the man peeing on somebody and everything that's underage. That was an open shut case. Well, what y'all say, black folks? What about the priest? What about the priest? That was your defense. Let me get caught up on this game, and I'm going to come all the way back because I'm getting off onto this R. Kelly thing. But let me go ahead and get over in here. I'm going to address the R. Kelly stuff in a minute. I'm going to get this email from the lawyer, so I'll come back and hit y'all up.